Hi everybody, my name is Peter. I'm the sales director of North America for Appotronics. Welcome to InfoComm. Welcome to our booth at N7071. So I'm gonna walk you through real quick about the brand and some of the new AI system that we're working on. So Appotronics is the a new brand of projector in the market, but we actually been in the market for a long time for laser light source with cinema technologies. So what we're trying to showcase here, this is a 15,000 lumen RGB laser projector for large venue applications. Right now, Appotronics is providing RGB, their in-house RGB technology for all our large venue from 10,000 lumen to 25,000 lumen DLP technologies.
So in there's a GLP and a very big laser light source.
Yes, I mean this is single chip DLP, and the light source, obviously the laser and all the technology is in-house from Appotronics. We make everything, design and make everything from scratch. So that's our exclusive LPD technology right here.
And you have a big market share in cinemas, right?
Yes, exactly. We have over 32,000 of installs in cinema. I mean, there are
all over the world.
Yeah, 32,000 cinemas that are using our light source and product and all the services as well.
And it just makes the effect of the GLP much more vibrant and bright to do it in this way, right?
Yes, exactly. Number one, right now I think this is the first time where we're able to bring up a single chip DLP to up to 25,000 lumen. Number two is that we have our exclusive RGB laser technology. So even for the large venue from mainstream large venue, 10,000 to 25,000, everything is RGB laser based. So right now we're trying to showcase here our two 25,000 lumen projectors with the ultra short throw lens that is also designed and manufactured by Appotronics, blending together. What we're trying to showcase here really is for a signage kind of a application, which we want to show people not necessarily you want to use LED for such a application. You can just use projectors. You have excellent colors. You have very high brightness as well, and then you don't have all the hassles of setting up.
Is it easy to blend them?
Oh, pretty simple. You just use what we're trying to showcase here is our partner of Hackos, just using our server there. Everything is just controlled, managed by this single software interface here.
And just when I was arriving, you got Best of Show award. I see it here.
Yes.
This one here, Best of Show for the AI mapper.
Yes, exactly. This is something new that we came up. We've been working on for a long time, but now we just launching that at the InfoComm. So what we're trying to showcase here, this is the all-new AI mapper software from Appotronics, exclusively for us. So how it works is obviously you see there are some models here. What it does is you use either your cell phone camera or some industrial camera as the capturing device, and it can capture the model real time and sampling to upload to our server, and the server will do the calculation and algorithm, send back to local about say a couple of minutes, and you will have a real time model.
And then it's just perfectly mapped to the
obviously
3D.
You can see. Yeah, right. It's pixel to almost like pixel to pixel because it's a visual-based sampling. Then what you're going to do here is then the whole contents are AI generated. You can choose the viewing angle here from your interface. Then it changes the viewing angle real time for you to see if the customers are coming from this way or that way, the audiences are somewhere.
So you can prioritize some angles or something?
Yes, exactly. Then the contents are just AI generated. You can just basically prompt anything here. So these are some of the, not just pictures, but also short videos. So I'm just gonna do it quick here. So project to model, and then here it goes. These are just some prompt video that we make. But yeah, I mean, you can just prompt here. Usually it takes about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how fast the server goes. But
there's no limit in what could be potentially generated. You could have a museum that suddenly has constantly generating relevant
You will never
art.
run out of content. This is exactly the thing about it. Like you will never run out of contents. I mean, contents are, well, sometimes, I mean, the artists, they want to be like super creative. They have like just some wild idea, which they want to maybe test them out. Maybe they want to make some content just to see how it works. So this is an ideal tool for them. And also for like museums, they will have like rotating content from now on, right? I mean, they can have a series of AI generated content made for like the whatever the artifact or whatever the things they want to show.
What I think would be cool is maybe you get, the voice to come up of that statue, you know, and speak in the way they would speak 2,000 years ago, and it's just constantly making like a story or like a speech or a show.
This is
and with
very,
music
very,
also.
Yeah, excellent idea. I think we can actually do it. I mean, the way we can do it, here's what we need, like creators like you. I mean the artist and the creator. I think for that, the way is to generate the video first. Then you can have a talking statue there. Then you can just output the sound from the laptop, which you can already do, I think.
Could also be AI generated sounds, music, voices, and like the show, every time you come is a new show. And people will just come back because they will the quality will keep going up.
Yes.
And like people will be like, oh, let's go and watch.
Right. I mean, there are a lot of people out there nowadays are really good at prompting. I'm not. I'm one of them. But like if you are good at that, then you can have really no limitation for the content that you are going to generate.
And there are some amazing museums in the world, like some really amazing museums that have amazing statues, originals from 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, from ancient Rome, Greece, and you could just add these projectors, right?
Yes.
And enhance the show.
Right. And the other thing I mean about that scenario is actually you're projecting on these statues themselves, like the figures themselves, instead of like just making a separate like video content for that. You don't have to do that. It's actually on that statue or the artifact.
What would be cool is maybe, you know, like for 5 minutes every hour, there's a projection show. And then the rest of the time is just the statue.
Right.
So people just wait for the show to arrive.
Right, exactly. And the other good thing about the Appotronics technology is we never have like direct laser output. It's always generated from these phosphor or some other things that we put into the design. So it's not going to have any UV damage on the artifacts themselves. So it's a perfect tool for like museums and other stuff, like for the ancient, let's say, statues or figures.
And kind of to make it fun for the children also.
Yes.
Because sometimes maybe they think it's boring to go to the museum, and then they can get some action.
We are now working on some project which we call like hollow theaters here in the United States. And we partner up with some of our system integrators. Those are already there, like for the children to come into the aquarium or the museum. They have that experience, the hollow theater experience, and the contents can be just constantly like generated for new excitement.
Could you even like I see there's a painting there.
Yes.
Couldn't you even project around paintings, like there's a painting is there, and then the whole wall could be a part of the show.
It can be, but I will say from our point of view, I mean, this is more like projection. Where projectors stands out are when it's 3D. Like
it has to be a statue.
Well, it's better. It's better for viewing. But obviously, you can do on a surface like this. So for example, for like this is a typical like a museum type of setup we want people to see. It's a painting right there, but it's actually interactive.
Oh, wow.
So it gets that. I mean, the content is generated there. I mean, it's custom made. And you have these like triggers, interactive triggers where you can just have different contents. Yeah, right? I mean, they can say some silly things, let's say.
Nice.
Right. It's a moving painting from like
I think there should be a little camera somewhere, and it should know when the person comes by and she speaks with them.
Yes. This is how the system works. It's a fully interactive system. Then it just depends on how good you can make the contents, which is again, there's no limitation when they.
And you should be able to speak with her, and then she will speak with the authentic voice from 300 years ago.
It can be. It can be.
Instead of having boring a guided tour,
right,
you would actually have a fun interaction with the art.
Right, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a lot more easier for people to like really have the immersive experience.
But is this also your software?
This is from this is from the server that we're making here. This is our partner Echoes. Okay. So they make the contents as well, which is again custom developed. You can have your own freedom to adding whatever content you want.
At Display Week, I did a video with one of your colleagues about a micro display development for smart glass. So your company is doing all kinds, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's the thing about Appotronics. We have our core technology, which is our light engine, light source, and everything. So then what we do is we try to diversify into all the places that we can use, like AR glasses, like cinema, like Pro AV projector, like residential, like cars. Now there are like visual-based cars, like which are using our light engine for like headlights, for like the immersive cabin, for in-car cinemas. That's what Appotronics does. We are trying to differentiate, but we still focus on what's based on our core technology into like the laser displays.
I think it'd be cool if when I park my Tesla, there would be like a show all around the car, on the floor.
Yeah, and they can map real time, like to show you some image, like to show you this way, go that way. There's a children's school stop or something like that. They can blend real time.
Or you open the trunk and there's a cinema.
Well, yeah.
You see, people can watch movie in the back of the car.
Yes, exactly. That's I think that we partner up with. I think that was in 2015, 16-ish that we partner up with BMW to launch the D model, which is already have a in-car like immersive cinema sort of thing. So all the windshield, obviously in the future, nobody needs to drive the cars. I mean, the cars will drive themselves. Then all the windshield will just become basically like screens, where you can just have a full immersive experience in the car while you're driving somewhere. I mean, the car will
just the window has to become, opaque. So it becomes a projection screen.
Yeah, I mean, that technology is already there. So now it's just how to like make the car, I mean, say the engines need to be hidden, they need to be small, they need to endure the heat, and you have to like really position them in a smart angle and all that. So that's what we are doing, yes.
Imagine every pixel, every sound, enabled through HDMI technology. From the highest resolutions, the fastest refresh rates, to immersive multi-channel audio, HDMI technology powers a worldwide ecosystem of devices for movies, for gaming, for creators. Experience clarity, performance, connection. HDMI technology. Connect the future today.